Welcome back to Supers Live. If you missed that race, I think you missed a unique one, that's for sure. Cars strung out all over the track, but some pretty intense racing up front. Guys into the wall. I mean, this is NASCAR heat, normal mode, so they don't get a lot of damage that keeps them from being able to race, but it certainly will slow them down. A guy that was not slowed down by any of that, no matter what, was your winner here tonight, Keith. Put one on you, Powell. Keith Powell, catch your breath. Take an ice cold shot of your favorite Fresca. Kiss your honey. Tell her you'll never go on a blind date again, and say, "Holy smokes, I won one here tonight on blind date night." What a run for you in the Mayfield Missile! It was a rocket out there tonight. You dodged every possible ICBM that anybody from Russia could have launched at you, and you came home the winner here tonight. Congratulations, Keith. How's it feel to pick up a blind date?
Thanks, Bobby. I'm wore out. I'm wore out. Eyeballs wore out. Everything's just wore out from missing all that stuff there about midway through the race. But pretty happy to get this one. Wasn't able to practice Sunday. Just getting off a really bad bug, and still not feeling totally up to par. But yeah, it worked out pretty good. Had a pretty decent starting spot, and I was just catching Carl at the other end of the track that I wanted to pass him at, so it was um, kind of tough. And every once in a while, he'd just check up enough, and I'd get into him. That totally, my fault. And about three times of that, I bent the wing up pretty good. At one time, I was able to sneak under and set sail, but then you ran me down with no problem. Just didn't have the speed in the car at the end. But then lap uh, cars sideways and all kinds of way. At one time, we come up on two cars. I'm not sure if they were completely stopped, but I came up on super fast. Had to go through the middle of that. And then there at the end, you just breathing down my neck, and I was waiting and waiting. I had to see the replay. I heard you. I'm not sure where. I thought you was kind of underneath, and I heard clear high uh, just after that. So there is a high groove here. You make it work, especially if a guy you're trying to pass has a little bit of damage. And I don't know if he was trying to make that work or not, but you definitely had a better car. It was all I do to hold you off, and then come up on the last two lap cars there with two to go, and it was kind of nerve wracking. But hey, we pulled it off. Super excited about this. Want to thank Supers, First Fish Race Servers, Breeze Graphics, Hairbag Studios, Kevin Timmons. My sponsor, Icing's on top. Great sponsor I got there, especially at the holiday season. It's nice to have a sponsor like that. And that was pretty much my race. It was fun, but it was definitely nerve wracking, and had to just dodge them out there. But you had a heck of a race, Bobby. I'd love to hear your perspective running me down, making it through the carnage also, and then trying to set me up.
Well, that's all it was trying to pick the right moments and the right times, Keith. You had a great race car, and it was a blast racing with you, and working the outside, and Carl as well. There's definitely an outside groove there. That was fun tonight, and I got to say thanks to everybody for coming in. Um, Man, I'm wore out as well. I'm glad I have an ice cold Fresca. Trying to talk and race at the same time sometimes pretty tough. So, and it definitely was tonight with all that craziness going on. But it was, the guys were doing their best out there, and it was just neat to see. Matt do his best, and he never gave up, and neither did Nelson. Nelson hit the wall. I don't know how many times out there, and he kept going. And seven, I love seeing those guys just never give up and stay on the track. So hey, we'll take that. That's probably the best run we've had. I was hoping to finally get a win this season, 15 races in, but I will run second to you any day of the week. Rob did a great job behind us when we were all bunched up. Uh, had a moment there where he almost got me and was able to fend him off. So just good racing all night tonight. Glad everybody could come in and hope they enjoyed it. I want to talk to the guy, though, that finished in third place. If we're wore out, I got to believe that being over 70 years old will really wear this guy out. Carl Bonsai Becker, we talked to you after your heat race win. You said you weren't sure if you were going to be able to be faster than those guys tonight. Maybe being faster wasn't the key, but just keeping it off the fence and running consistent out there. Are you satisfied with a third place?
Uh, well, the anticipations when you start, you'd like to win, but yes, I'll most definitely take a third. I ran my fastest lap, I think, about lap 45 or so. I turned one lap in the sixes. And I thought, well, I evidently haven't harmed the car too bad. I just dealing with the traffic and the lap cars. And my only scary one was when I came out of the turn and realized there was a car sitting there pointing in my direction, and I got around him, and like I say, I thought I was chasing Rob. I didn't even know he had been tangled up in anything. But heck no, if I'm going to finish third, I don't mind finishing third behind you guys. Or if I'd have finished fourth and Rob had still been in front of me, that'd have been okay too. It was it was pretty good. I guess I'm kind of like a couple other guys. I was sort of hoping this would be the track that was picked. So I didn't qualify very well again, but at least my racing laps were a lot better. And I want to thank everybody that puts this on, and it's just it's kind of hard for me sometimes to just get pumped up to want to race. But everything that Kevin does that makes everything look so good is just wonderful, and everybody that puts their time and effort into it, and Rob with the server, and it just there's a lot goes into this that guys like me don't really participate in, other than jerking on the steering wheel on a couple of nights a week. So it's hats off to you guys. I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd probably be sitting in a corner sucking my thumb watching television or something. So this sort of keeps me young, I guess.
Well, we
And
hope that it does, Carl.
and I hope everyone had a good time.
Well, you know what? Isn't that what it's all about, right? It's just a game, and we sure are glad that everybody could join us here tonight on the Supers Broadcasting Network. Congratulations to Keith, put one on you, pal, leading the most laps. In fact, 41 laps, his number here tonight on Blind Date Night. Now, you want to come back next week because we've got a very special race in store for you. We are going to run the 16th Supers Christmas Special, and it'll be an R Factor race, a quick 25 lapper at a track of another fictional track, just like tonight, Supers Pantucky Speedway, coming up next week on the 17th of December. And the winner of that race goes home with a Burgers Smokehouse Christmas ham. It'll be shipped right to their doorstep in time to enjoy for Christmas. And then after that, we'll be taking our Christmas break from the 18th of December through the 2nd of January. We think it's more important to spend time with your family and friends over the holidays than to go sim racing. And that doesn't mean we don't love you guys and we don't want to be back racing with you. But we're going to take a break and enjoy some time with our friends and family as well. If you want to learn more about Burgers Smokehouse, you want to go to smokehouse.com. You can shop now for Christmas, and free shipping, and get some great meals. They can put it all together for you. And the guy that's not going to have to do any shopping is the guy that wins next week at the Christmas Special for the 16th Supers Christmas Special at Pantucky Speedway. 25-lap main event coming up next week on the Supers Broadcasting Network. And tonight, we go away from the state of New York for a little while. We'll be back in January, end of January, for the midseason championship. But for now, we say good night from Diamond Speedway in Diamond, New York. And congratulations to our winner, Keith. Put one on you, Powell. Second place, Bob Gayward. Third place goes to Carl Bonsai Becker. Don't forget to go to supers.net and learn more about us. And while you're there, consider a donation to the Dion Parish Memorial Benevolent Fund for Supermodifieds. We want to say special thank you to First to Finish Race Servers, Icings on Top, Freeze Graphics, Airbag Studios, and all of you for joining us tonight on the Supers Broadcasting Network. So until next week, when we're back for the Christmas special, we want to remind you that even when you go on a blind date, it's best to keep it wings side up and wheels to the ground.
Oh, that was bad.
Well, if you're gonna do it, I say do it with someone you love. And if you're going through it, I say do it with someone you love. I've been around